All right, so we should be back. Let's hopefully this is a little bit better.
Hell yeah.
Keep an eye on for me.
I'll watch.
Or you don't have to do that. All right, let's see if okay, we kept our progress at least. Let's see.
Watching.
Already seeing. Let's make sure I got these notifications all marked so they come up again. Your voices, yeah, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that. We'll see if we lose any frames this time. Move around, check. Seems like it's a little bit better.
Check one.
Check. Seems check. Going check, enabling online mode.
All right.
Okay. Music back up. Yes, we're back. Don't worry, I didn't miss any of your things. From Mad Ducks, a good vibes report. I had a rough week with being sick and whatnot, but I had a good show, and we had some serious nonsense court cases in the Ox General on Saturday, and I had to put my dad hat on and help with my son's robotics team. Heck yeah, man! I was in robotics in high school. I really liked it. Lord Grima says, alright, so volunteering has been going well. Start a new Battletech project where I am making battle armor infantry forces to support salvage jobs. Probably going to make them Rosselhog Dominion or Propriety folk. Also going to be and Gummy. Wow, congrats, you guys are video game winning. No, I don't know about that. Congrats. Spire hit us with the best thing this week. I got 3 hours Wednesday night while Terry watched my mom. Went down to Scar Lounge, hung out with my friends and regulars, gave me batteries recharged. Heck yeah. Diggy said, oh my gosh, got Diggs bears, so his Ned gummy, they're gummy bears. Yeah, you figured it out. Miss Ali Blue, fun fact, BPL Batic got my girlfriend in the universe. I picked up Alpha Strike Box. Heck yeah, Miss Ali Blue.
Yeah.
And then came back, so it used to be it was wrong. Haha, I just can't stream without you.
What
was it used to be? I was wrong. I don't know.
Well,
I'm back, guys. So I'm all caught up.
Well,
I think. If I miss anything, let me know. I finally found my small angle grinder from Cools I'd gotten from me. Heck yeah, dude. Gotta have your angle grinder. That shit fixes everything.
Grind the angles.
You gotta fix. If you have welding, if you weld at all.
Nope.
And you can still angle grind. You don't let me stop you. Let's put this here. Finish the arcway. What's Psydoc up to? I'm not showing any more drop frames, so I think
I am downloading dirt.
Oh, you're still downloading dirt. I should probably stop removing the dirt. It's probably like screwing up.
But yeah, it is. It is downloading a lot of dirt. Lara Croft.
Oh, I forgot about this cool gun. I'll wait. Yeah. I'm just gonna stare where you're gonna be.
God, this is a good game.
Talking off guard, your angle grind discovered free balling for the first time. Gummy bears jumping here and there and everywhere. Pretty much, yeah. By the way, if none of you sorry about that. None of you have checked it out. The last episode, the full series and the last episode of Manistrata Mundanum has been dropped. I hope you all enjoy it. And one of the little videos that were put on it by Thorax, who made a little clip of it, was Digi Doom, and it was a scene from it where you just gotta watch it. It's really good. I dropped in the Ox a few times. I'm pretty happy with it. Thorax did an amazing job. I never thought anyone would clip something I did and made people happy.
Oh,
if you want to drop that link, Thorax, go ahead, because I really enjoyed that. If you made any other ones, feel free as well. Hey, he's made it. We're
talking about Frog, right?
We're talking about Froglack, yes.
Frog. Oh yeah, that is a very good one. You did stellar.
It was we were all tied up. We're at the end. We're with Frog.
Oh, I didn't want to spoil.
In 10 minutes, there will be 4 flies. He's like, thank you, Diggs. Your powers of the warp are truly amazing. I know.
I got a report from Tex afterwards that Frog is in fact happy and did enjoy the flies.
Yeah, he did follow up.
I had to make sure that Frog was happy.
Let's add some extensions since we're going to be shooting from pretty far away. These things are good for the hard to reach places. Way up there. see. The law. Oh, by the way, good news. Spent much of the past month on a business trip. Got to see some family that lived up neck of the woods. Was out there, home for a week, roll out again. Dang. The Square finished the Master Days. It was a fun series. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I hope we can somehow, I mean, it won't be as wacky and like crazy, but we have a really good group that we have for Traveler right now that also being recorded, so that should be the next up. And I really wish I would have started recording that first session of my D&D game, because I had a lot of fun. I think that would have been fun.
It was a lot of fun. Yes, you did incredibly well, which why I made that comment about like, you don't do good things. And there's a very special goblin voice that if we eventually get it recorded would be wonderful.
You know, I'm glad it wasn't recorded suddenly, because no one needs to hear my goblin voice.
It was a perfect. It was.
You're too kind, Psydoc.
Wait.
What?
We need to fight the frog. I mean, okay, well, you do need to fight a frog, but the gnome.
Are you doing that weird? Oh, I didn't realize you were over here. Cleaning up this
I'm doing the fountain.
What is this fountain? It has a face
It's
on
like
the
a
back?
fishy. Look.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
like a fish, a winged fish, flying fish, swan design.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
When I look at this, I just immediately think, like, how damp and moist everything would be at the end of this, and how much we have destroyed all the windows. I know we talk about this all the time, but you're pressure washing stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we are.
that's gonna damage stuff. It's not like it's sandblasting, but
Oh,
dang.
we were talking about, we threw out that before the stream, how the demo of this game, and I probably said this a few times, the first demo of this game that came out, which is available to everybody for the game, it had window damage. If you did like the hard, strong single stream on windows too closely, they would break momentarily, and it would take money out of your whole thing, which I think is would be a kind of a hard mode they could put in for the non-Zen players, like people who really want to really go hard on the, I guess there are people out there who's like, I want to be competitive power washer.
Because there's time trials.
Yeah, and they got achievements for them, and they're multiplayer up to 6 people.
Whoa.
Possibly a mess. Yes, I believe that Tex is going to be handing out the supplement for the Maelstrom Mundanus, the handbook that he made us that none of us read.
Never.
I'm sure I have it somewhere. It was a long time ago when, even when he just started saying, hey, we're going to send out this is a podcast, I was like, was I in that game? I forgot it existed, because it was years ago when we recorded that.
Really?
Yeah, Maelstrom Mundanus is old. That was before Foundry, because we were playing on Tabletop Sim in the beginning. It's not before Foundry. Before Foundry got too big.
Got too big.
Yeah. I'm sure that Deputy did read it, but he's a Krieger. It's a different story.
Knowing Deputy as slightly as I do, yes, he is a big reader.
I'm not reporting any more lost frames, so I think that's working. Also, I think Gummy was streaming Stargate. I asked her if she was doing anything, so she might have stopped that to help me out.
Which Stargate?
She's on an SG-1 kick right now.
Oh, that's a good one.
She likes to. She's kind of like that with the way I am with Star Trek. I'll just go back and watch Deep Space Nine. She'll watch Stargate.
You know what? I would do both.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Look at this picture. Perhaps it might be judicious to say that Pertin's points with your work.
Pertinent point.
Are you getting those messages?
Yeah, no, I don't get them, but I see it in the stream that we get some nice suggestions from the butler.
Miss Croft is quite an extraordinary woman. Like, well, why don't you marry your punk? All right, he's
Well,
old.
He is quite old. I mean, still can.
I'm not being ageist. I don't know what her type is.
Think?
She demands exacting standards from both herself and others. Well, maybe she should chill. We're just power washers. We're not rating.
Yeah,
tombs.
exacting standards. But she's a great example of what a tomb raider is. As long as she doesn't call herself an archaeologist.
Does she?
Who knows? I haven't seen any of the newer movies, so...
If you trust yourself and believe in your dreams and follow the stars, you get beaten by people who spent their time working hard, learning things, and weren't so lazy. Hey. There is methodology of your success is different from every career in person.
Yes.
If you work lazy, you're working smart. But that's not always the case.
It all depends upon if the end goal is reached. Because you're right, they're working hard does not necessarily mean you're doing good work. Oh gosh. But using C4 and explosives to deal with artifacts is generally poor form.
Holy shit, it's the one and only Laughing Man's birthday in 3 days. Happy birthday, Diggs.
How about that? Happy birthday, Emma.
Diggs came back. It wasn't what it used to be. I was wrong. I just can't stream without you. Forgot the... Okay. I didn't know you were streaming. If you're streaming, you should let me know. I'll follow.
Who's streaming?
I don't know.
Oh, somebody's
I
streaming.
know Thorax streams once in a while if you guys want to give him a follow. He, biggest issue
Why
is
is he
he
a
needs to work.
Thorax?
He needs to work on his audio settings because every time I go in there, something's weirder about the audio.
Maybe that's a shtick.
It might be a shtick.
A shtick. I just love that word. Shtick.
Look at this guy over here, washing a fish.
You gotta wash the
You're
fish.
the only one keeping that fish alive.
You gotta keep the fish alive. Like you gotta keep the frog alive.
Frog.
Frog.
How much does it get on that angle? Of the dangle.
We're getting paid $400.
Yeah, I know. You know, she's an extraordinary woman, extraordinarily cheap.
Yes, extraordinarily extraordinary. Yeah, these priceless artifacts, totally.
Yep, she's doing an auction to get the thing home for millions of dollars and $400.
Give him $400 and has let her exacting home become literally the most mucked up.
It was probably a volcano.
Oh wait, you know what? That's actually fitting with the story that we got.
And the cats, man, the cats.
And the cat man.
Maybe incompetence is a gimmick, you know. I mean, that was the first few months of the WBPL is incompetence.
Well, I'm also gonna back up. I was like, when did we become professional?
We are very professional. I know. Find me
are.
businesses that last more than like 10 months that have no overhead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say like,
Twitch makes this very easy to just go live.
no, but that being said, no, you're 100% right, and it has been done well with good management, organization, structure, and that's what needs to find success, and that has been provided.
It's because of the people like you, Psydoc.
Well, I don't do my own stream, so I'm more of like a latcher on.
Kinda do. I mean, you did David Cage done it again. You did Later
David
Alligator.
Cage.
You did
That's running on your coattails, Diggs.
No.
I wouldn't do it independently.
You are a fine entertainer and
Oh,
gentleman.
why, thank you.
And people enjoy you being around.
Ah, that is very kind.
Let's see, we got. I won't tell you how old I will be. Aw. 10 minutes will be 4 Diggs' birthdays.
4 Digs birthdays. So 4 days old.
The question is this the OG Lara Croft or Angelina Jolie Lara Croft, the one from the newest games? It's kind of hard. I don't know. I'm not.
Good point.
I'm reaching out to you, amazing viewers that have played and spent time with Lara Croft lore, because you were the age where those polygon tits were the best you had for jerk material. Tell me which mansion this is actually from, because I heard from a couple people say this might be Lara Croft 2 or 3's mansion. But I have no way to confirm. I mean, I guess I could confirm. I could just look it up. But why would I do that when I have the endless, brain capacity and hive mind of the
thank you
ox
for
and
saying they love. Oh, sorry, interrupt.
I cannot believe this.
No, I cannot.
I cannot believe this.
I mean, like the newer Lara Croft, she's, I guess, more archaeology. Well, she's certainly gotten suffers a hell of a lot more. I don't know who got the love of beating the hell out of the poor lady.
I got the sniper attachment going to clean this window up here.
Yeah, laser sight.
Hopefully this is gonna be able to get it, because it's really up there. I can't get any closer.
Yeah, it's not. This is the old man version, so the one that you put in the freezer. If you're, yeah, you can actually lock the butler. And in one of the newer games, it makes a joke like, "Oh, ha, ha, he's such a tease. She's such a tease." Like, no, seriously, she tried to kill you.
Yeah. All right. Let's see, 2 freezer. Vectron with 100 bits. Thank you so much, dude.
Well, thank you, Vectron.
Oh, we love you. Oh, they're saying they love you.
Aww.
Hit him with a whole bunch of Rudies. That'll make him feel loved. How you doing, Psydoc? Feeling good?
Nope.
Life good?
Well, that's good. Got family medicine practice starting tomorrow. A little bit more anxious about that one because new environment. But beyond that, everything has been going very well and successful. I've been very happy.
Very cool.
I mean, I'm so much happier doing clerkship than I was in textbook learning. There's
for sure.
No question.
Actually getting into the meat of your job?
Yes, actually learning how to do stuff.
I got a little bit of other news. It's not
not
that great news, but it's interesting for me. I don't share a lot of like my personal life. I mean, I'm engaged, guys. I don't share much of my personal life. Yeah, of course. But something that's developed pretty recently with a couple fellow Legion members is I've entered kind of I guess it's a development or business agreement with Trugoth and Allfather Hat. We're going to be attempting to develop games, like small fun games for free. Kind of test the limits of like how we can work as a group, and then possibly see like side business for just making fun little things.
What a wonderful idea.
No details as of yet on that, because I have just started learning what that means to make video games, because that was not my profession. But
nope.
Maybe we might beta test or try some on WPL someday. Not anytime soon, and it is still very much in the we were sitting around together talking about a lot of stuff, and Trugoth is one of the best programmers in the world. Hat is an automations expert for computer stuff, and I am none of these things. So I am just the guy who happened to be in the room. No, it was my idea overall, and then they thought it would be neat, and so we'll see how well that goes. But it will also give me a new skill set. Hopefully I can develop over a long time.
I'm going to propose Super Mototom Racing. I've suggested this many, many times. It's a horrible idea, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wingless Raven says, why do we want to know about you, Diggs? Like, yeah, it's true. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have assumed anyone wanted to know anything about me. My bad. Next time I'll get him.
What?
I don't know. It's just something Wingless Raven said.
Okie dokie.
We can just talk about text, and everyone's only really here for text.
What? What?
Remember having a game dev aspiration that I took coding in college at Christian Brain? You know, I started college with the idea of wanting to be a computer scientist, into programming, possibly into networking. And I did my first coding class, which was C#, C++. And I rocked it. I legitimately got near perfect grades, and I was really getting the hang of it. And then my next class the following semester was Java or JavaScript. I can't remember which one exactly. And that one crushed my dreams because I couldn't conversate with the professor because he had a very strong accent, and he didn't take it seriously that I had troubles understanding him, and he took it as insults. So I ran into this hard block where I could not communicate with my professor. I couldn't get help where I needed it, and I wasn't willing to like spend the money to self-teach myself. If I wanted to teach myself, I wouldn't have asked a teacher to, or paid for a teacher to do it, you know?
Yes.
So I ended up swapping majors because of that one guy. And because there was no other alternative. He was the only one teaching this required class. Have you found the gnome yet? Does this mean we can have Knife Fight City scroll? Yes, that's one of the ideas I threw. It's like we can have like a nice little beat 'em up, kind of like Scott Pilgrim vs. the World or like Streets of Rage type Knife Fight City game. Easy sprites, you know, simple combos, just to get it off the ground. Like, hey, Knife Fight City. You may want to know about Digs. Just played Berry Simulator on Steam. Yeah, it's very accurate. That's how I got here.
I think I saw you guys play something before.
Isn't the one with like you get the hats and you just eat things for powers?
Yeah, I think that's that one.
Nice, it's a good one. We're playing that on weekends on one day.
Hell yeah.
Wish we could play Dump in the Dark, but I don't think they allow that on Steam.
Dump.
Or not Steam, on Stream. It's on Steam. Don't look
I
it
would
up,
say
guys.
like SnowRunner or that, but that is definitely not the example of relaxing.
You know,
That
if
is,
you're really good at it, I could see it be relaxing, but me would just
Sure.
be angry the whole time as I fell over for
I'm
the sixth
stuck.
time because I'm like, really, why don't tires work like my brain thinks they
I'm
should?
stuck.
Why don't they just drive perfect like the Mako at Mass Effect?
Just get little jets on the back of it.
Yeah, just launch. I was starting computer science, realized I didn't want to write computer programs with jobs. Also became because calculus. Yeah. I got really lucky when it came to math classes because I had a electrical engineer student who is my buddy who I'd play LAN. Like, he had a house. His dad had a basement that had 16 computers all set up for LANs, and we
Wow.
just show up there on weekends and just play games all weekend. Surprisingly tough work, sewer cleaning, isn't it? I guess. It'd be probably be a lot harder work if you're paying me more than $400, but yeah.
And probably would be a lot easier if you maybe did this once every century or so.
Got through 4 flannels on 1 brick alone. Wow. He tried to clean each brick specifically, and he had to change his flannels. I bet you brought some high-fangled gizmo or other to speed up the process. I mean, kind of.
Water.
Yeah, water and a lot of pressure.
The high-fangled water.
Oh no.
I shouldn't have done.
Super wide Tom cart. Oh my God.
That's what I was thinking. That's all Tom Racing.
Yeah, we have Mochi Mecha as one of the drivers.
You get you can get voice acting from Tom when you hit select or start. He just does his classic. No.
No, he's a racer. He would love it.
Yeah, but
here you go. Ha-cha-cha-cha. Every time you hit the boost button or whatever.
Yes, ha-cha-cha-cha.
There's a lot of cool things.
Orange,
just
yellow.
thematically we could do that are in concept simple, but actually take a lot of to figure out.
That's why it's an idea. You're being the ideas man. That's a true cat problem.
No, it actually, part of this was to also help me push into that kind of like field. So,
well then,
a lot of that's going to end up being on me with them doing a lot of the other stuff, and it'll be just my responsibility as theirs. But yeah, they can figure this out in like a week. I mean, I saw.
Maybe.
mean, Hack or TrueGuy can program anything.
Hey, he's got a little bit of experience, I'm sure.
He's
He's a Swift lad.
He's the guy that Twitter was asking, please come work for us. I was like, I don't think they needed anything.
Highly talented.
He's very cool.
Okay, yeah.
He has a neck as big as a tree.
Really?
Biggest neck on Earth.
Probably.
So you doing a self-improvement, or are you working on better future? That's how only for research.
I thought that was the old man saying that. Are you doing this for self-improvement? It's like, what?
Van Zant Simulator. The thing is, making a game isn't what you expect. About half of making a game is making the tools, then more making the engine, huge assets. Yeah, the assets and art are. That's why we want to make it real simple, like maybe just something with buttons or like. Any of you ever played like 2062 or something like that? That number combining game. I forget the exact name of the game. You finished that statue yet?
I'm currently just kind of dealing with the fountain base.
Ah, that's a good move.
So there's a lot of work. I earned us $20.
Woo! He's gonna come out and be like, "So, what'd you use? Like super agent repellent cleaner?" It's like, no, it's just water.
It's water. You only get water. You didn't pay us enough to use anything else.
We have cleaner, but you didn't pay us to use it because it's like
you paid us $400.
a lot of cleaning. I'm an old man.
I mean, I guess maybe we bid for it and we decided to give $400 as our.
Yeah, like we were in there saying, "Damn, we really need a job." After we finished that volcano alien invasion moment, everything was so clean that we didn't have to get called anymore. Then like Lara Croft shows up, and we're like, "Hey, we need a job." It's like, "All right, well, I'm paying 1,000." I'm like, "Oh, okay, 1,000's good." Someone's like, "I'll take 9," and they kept going till we were like 400 for no reason.
Exactly.
And then here we are, because Psydoc's our negotiator.
Well, that would be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Digs, are you Quish got killed by Rats World 2? I did not know that. There's a lot of programming on WPL. I do not have the time or luxury to watch everything, but I do love to hear stories of it if you guys want to share. Dig, if you don't have an artist and staff, artists are the most expensive part of making a video game. We have a lot of artists on staff that when we define staff, that's a area that we haven't touched yet. First, we want to make sure we can get something going before we decide get the art assets. But we do, Lichter has done a few sprite works for Dwarf Fortress, for Hat, some artwork in the past. We have Zenith, who does some great work. And it's just, I know that if it came down to where art was going to be a big part of whatever game we're coming up with, then we would do exactly what Tex does with the patron money and make it just all go back into the game. Because we're not going to charge for these games. Like, that was like the big thing of it. They're going to be free games, and it's going to be one of those things like, if you enjoy the game a lot and you have extra money, tip this thing, but it's not necessary. And then, at one point, we're hoping it's like, wow, we made stuff, and we have like a portfolio now. I mean, Hat has a million things going on too. He's making like a Raspberry Pi stack. And,
oh, is he?
Yeah. He was showing me all like the cool, like how he has it all automated, because that's his whole career. And I'm like, damn, dude, that's dope.
Yeah.
How do I change? Closer nozzle. Where's the green sword?
Moss.
Damn you, scum.
Moss.
Moss.
Moss on the.
Ash is dirty, but fire is clean. Yeah, that's a good way to.
I'm glad you guys are taking up projects like that. That's a wonderful idea.
You know, I gave myself this time off. You know, I decided I want to do something different, and you know, while it's been enjoyable to a point, I'm getting to that point where I'm just starting. I want to do something. Like, I'm getting antsy. I got my much needed vacation and relaxation. I've removed all the burdens from, like, you know, socially or from online, to the point where it's like, that's the point where, hey, do the stream thing like once a week, run a few games, play a few games, like tabletop RPG stuff, and work on my writing and now coding.
Writing? Oh, for D&D.
Praise art. Let's see. You were the rock star of the colony, kept wrecking NPCs in social fights. Then they had a rate of 5 manhunting rats, and instead of letting the traps and turrets get him, Quish got cocky and had you fight him. It did not go well. Oh my god.
Is this RimWorld?
Yeah. Quish is
nice.
Yeah, I remember there was a digs in that playthrough. I just didn't realize I got wrecked by manhunting rats. But that you know, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I only remember like one of the first ones.
Pistol's project Bull's really close. It's close to being done. Can you hint something?
Great.
So Bold was originally like a story project that ended up becoming a comic book type situation. So it's like a visual comic book. And Pistol is doing the writing, and he has a really solid group of editors and artists that are all working towards to make this really cool.
Is it bold?
It's very bold. It's
very bold.
The name of it is Bold. That's how bold it is. But without any true spoilers, it's about somebody who is betrayed, and their climb trying to get back to it, and the relationships and intermingled between. So it's a pretty well thought out and in depth like comic series. So it's cool the way sci-fi is, but it's very much just like a. It's really hard to get into without like giving spoilers, but there's a lot to it. It's definitely, if you're not like, you know, it is 18 plus, so you know, most of you, I'm pretty sure, over 18. There are some scenes in there, so if you're comfortable reading or having visual, those
if you're comfortable reading
those type of scenes, like
okay,
erotic nature.
It's a part of nature.
It is part of nature. I have no problem with it, but I'm saying, like, if you read it, just go into the idea that this is not like, don't show your kids, you know. This is an adult comic type thing. Pistol and his buddies are putting together, and there was a moment for a little bit there that I was going to attempt to help them out with it, because when I first saw the rough draft, I was like, oh, I had a few different ways you can make it more clear, as in kind of like the way I find sentence structure. But then when they decided to go the comic route, because it's the way it kind of read, I don't know how to write in comic. So, and I realized I didn't have any time, because then I was starting a whole bunch of this other project. But if once it's available, I probably give it a read.
Right.
I have not read all of it because it wasn't all done when I looked at it last, but it's going places. Am I supposed to be snitching on things? So everybody's snitching. It's snitchy murder in the Orient Express. Gotcha. What? Everybody's snitching. Mad Duck's snitching.
Why are we snitching?
Mad Duck's be snitching hard.
You snitching on something? Okay, well.
He turned his back on the
Snitches have
Duck
a tendency
Syndicate.
to end up swimming.
Swimming? But they can swim.
Well, never mind.
I guess we're going for a swim.
I guess we're going for a drying. A dry swim.
A dry swim.
A dry swim.
Yeah, those classic dry swims. Hey, everybody, that's Psydoc.
Thanks. Asshole. I mean, what?
Good evening. Later. Bye-bye. Later, did you, man? Have a good night.
Ah, yes, the underside of railings again, or outcroppings. Very good.
Yeah, you just gotta crouch and start walking.
Walking.
He's walking
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Oh yeah, this game. This is the game that started the Weekend's End.
It's
This
true.
This is our origin story, and there was an update, so we are back. Got the Pro. It's just nice to put on some nice little low fly here, and talk
Low fly.
low fly, and talk about our goodness. You know what? I don't know how to say your name, Yasserilf, but I want you to share something positive that happened to you this week. Welcome to the Weekend's End, and I want you
There's a
to,
lot of bird poop here.
you know, a lot of people focus on the negative. Oh God, Lara Croft. Laura Winston snatched himself from the freezer in time to make you tea. Oh my God.
Oh, she just admitted that she
Oh my
locked him
God,
into the
she locked him in
freezer.
the freezer.
That's
There are two things always find their way out: the truth and Winston. Apparently, he always gets locked in the freezer, and he finds a way out.
she locks him in there.
It's a good working relationship, I assume. It's canon. Yep, they're screaming it. But
It is canon. Yeah.
It is canon. But yeah, what we do here on the Weekend's End is, interview with a company that will pay me full time. Dude, that is exciting. Hopefully it's a good company. Hope the benefits are good, the pay is well, and you would not have to commute too far, if any,
Yes.
these days. Commuting kills a lot of jobs for me.
Yep.
I just want to jump on my bike and get to work. If that's possible. Christopher Reeves.
Superman.
Is he Winston?
I don't.
He wouldn't have got out.
I mean, he was also paralyzed. But
That has nothing to do with it. He can get out of a refrigerator if he's paralyzed if he wants.
you know what? Okay.
Okay.
Who am I to judge Superman? I'm not. I
Yeah.
can't.
You ain't no super judge to judge Superman.
Well,
Let's
I'm not
see.
judge.
What's the opposite of Christopher Walken? Christopher Reeves. Okay, I didn't read up far enough. Oh my God. Did you miss the top part of the joke? I just caught it. I'm sorry. That was really good. He's not the Walken there. Did you? Oh, I gotta share with you. Did I show you the Tina's progress on the funny scene that she
Diggs,
took from the
in this stream, you have gone from I don't know if I've told you yet, to being engaged, starting a company, and doing other projects. You've told me nothing.
Oh, hey, Psydoc, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what's next? Which planet you go into? Where you move into?
The Bronx.
All right. I mean,
All right.
I don't think you. I think that's one of the few places you've
I'm
never
telling
lived.
you. I'm telling them. I'm telling you. It's the same thing.
Oh. Wow.
Because you're here. You're here sharing it with
When
them.
you're here, your family.
I'm doing everything. I might have ADHD. All right. We don't know. I should get high. I'm not currently.
Banana cut.
Oh, what I wanted to share though is
Yeah.
Zenith from our D&D game
Yes.
decided to make a 2-panel comic strip of a certain event that happened in the comic strip or in the D&D game.
Interesting.
And it is amazing, even though it's just like the outlines right now. And I really hope she decides to finish it, because even if she doesn't, it's great already. But I want to share it with you.
Right. Please do.
I'll share it with everybody.
If she is
I bet she's
okay
not
with
even,
it being
I bet
shared.
she's not even listening. Ian, if
Oh
you're out
no,
there,
there's no doubt she's not. She's probably tired. Yes.
she got her cat
very-
back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the exhaustion.
Yeah, that it has a huge physical toll when you're in like a very like heightened mental stress state, because you feel like
yes.
Yeah, there was a chance she might have lost her cat, Tabitha, recently, because it didn't return after it went outside for a few days, and we got real lucky and it turned up today. So that was a few days of a lot of worry and stress that I'm glad that she doesn't have to go through anymore.
Hell yeah.
I pulled some parkour shit. I'm about to jump off the moon.
Are you just going to get yeeted into the next universe?
There's a chance. Oh god, I'm holding on. I'm holding on.
You shouldn't do that.
Why is this battlement not clean yet? I've done everything. There we go.
Maybe you should automate it.
Maybe I should.
I don't know. That's all. But very happy to hear that. I'm very interested to see which scene she chose. There were many good scenes.
It was. Oh, I knew it. Make sure the decorations are all splasted. Tower battlement. How's it looking over there, Psydoc?
Clean.
You said clean.
Dirty.
Dirty.
Looks like good enough for $400.
That's exactly what we want to leave it at. He will not totally break
I'm
our
already
necks.
done if this is $400.
You just see a random arrow land near like your power washer, like, you know what, 400's fine.
yeah, this is the going rate of how much water we just pumped through here. We also used your hose, so hey. We're not bringing our own water for your house, lady. You own this kind of business, you can pay us a little bit more
There's
than
like a
$400.
mark there that won't go away. Is it supposed? Yeah, it's supposed to be there. I didn't realize
Not
it was
a
like an
problem.
indent. It's starting to like super power blast it, like, yeah. This wall's not done? Oh.
I'm gonna assume that she doesn't do much of the business, and this guy is doing rates that would be suitable for what,
18? Yeah.
1800s? Yeah, sure.
1800s. America's gold.
America go.
America. Alright, let's look back here. Super Chief with the 11
Hello.
months, dude. You're 1 month away from having the black pants. Then we got to figure out what's next. Like, Alkane, who did our icons, is more than willing to figure out what's after black pants. I was thinking, and I want to bounce it off you because, you know, you're not.
Ow.
You have no some say, I guess. So
I
we're
got
gonna
no
get
say.
we're gonna get black pants, right? 12 months is gonna be black pants. So I'm thinking, right?
What do you think?
I think it's 1
Bronze
year,
pants?
1 year and 3 months. I think is the next one. I think what we're gonna do is like add just a belt, but that belt grows from like a basic brown belt all the way up to like Macho Man's World Wrestling Federation Championship belt.
Oh, can you?
So like the
then
black
have that
pants
one
just
as the
slowly have
competitive
a.
one?
Well, I don't know. But I was thinking like just the belt on the sub icon, because this is for the sub, like the sub evolving emote. You know,
Okay.
next to people's names.
Sure.
So I was thinking if we throw a belt that just gets more grand as they keep going with their subs, I think that'd be pretty cool. But I need to get some concept art done. Gray pants, you're crazy.
I mean, I like it.
What would you
There's-
do? What would you add a duck somewhere?
Would I add a duck? No. I think different colors of belt and adding accoutrement. And I like the idea of like the longest subscriber gets the biggest belt, because that kind of deserves a.
Well, we can't control that specifically. The best
Why
we
not?
could do is, because it only lets us do like how long have they been subbed belt. Like,
Well, then
So
just set
whoever
the
has-
value to number. Oh.
so it's
okay.
like if you do it for a year, you get black pants. But once you're at black pants, what do you do if you get the black pants? So it's like add a belt, clipboard, whatever. Maybe we'll do a pants shred debate on it and just ignore their response.
I mean, we got the colors from the last one.
Yeah, it worked.
The colors are decent. We only had to change one because it was literally causing. I think some
It was
people were
causing
actually
someone
getting
with-
nausea.
Yeah. Not
Vomiting.
only were people not enjoying that color, but even the colorblind people were saying it was hurting their eyes. So
Yeah.
purple was a bit much. Let's see. Then add stars in the pants, the stars in the belt, my madness side, gray pants, boots. Give him a black belt and sure it says Sigma
Parts of Randolph
Six Sigma.
checkers.
Oh my god.
You got the legs of our
Oh, you did really good.
Thank you.
So you did so
Well,
much
you did
more
a
than
hell
me.
of a lot more than me.
What are you talking about? You got like 5 areas and a whole statue and a thing and a thing.
I'm just doing a baseline. I mean, just because, yeah.
And I did.
I've been ripping on Lara Croft over here, and they're costing us.
Careful,
She's probably
she'll kill us.
broke because of all the payments she has to do on all their artifacts she broke. Holy hell.
Maybe.
And the criminal aspects to it.
We're not here to talk. We're not lawyers.
You're right.
We're not going to talk about criminal background with Lara Croft. She has weapons.
I mean, we could be lawyers.
We'll power wash
power lawyers?
the people away.
PowerWash or crime?
Pirates.
No, I think that actually would be a
PowerWash the crime scene.
mafia or. Yeah. That's
Imagine
interesting.
that.
I've been watching videos of that on YouTube.
What?
Of people that clean up crime scenes.
Who clean up crime scenes?
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
it's
Is it called Power Crime Cleaners? I felt.
I don't know. I have to look into that.
Hey, we got Confused One with its 11 months as well. It's here. Thank you
11
so
months.
much, Confused One. Confused One's a bro. I was talking to him right before the stream.
Cool.
He invited me over to
Aww.
to play some Phasmo with him and Mad Ducks, but they had a full group. I didn't want
Full on.
It was fully full, like major full. Mad Duck's
Definitely.
wife was in there.
Nice.
It was very nice. And then those streamers that Mad
She
Ducks
can-
mentioned earlier was there.
Help him figure out what's purple or not, or
Yeah, because last time he brought home the wrong. I love that story. He brings
I
home the wrong color guitar. He's like, "What color is it?" That's how you find out.
Those are the kind of stories that literally happen with people when it comes to like
Discovering
color blindness, so that they just discover it's like, what do you mean? Oh, well, I mean, it was like me and my dyslexia. I thought everybody saw white paper and pages like fireworks across it. I thought it was just eye strain. It took me until second year medical school, whole nursing degree. I'm not a smart man. I'm just gonna toss that out there. But it was just so normal in my life that it's just like,
Well,
your brain just accounts for it.
It does, and you know the brain's strong like that, where it overcomes most of those hurdles. One of the long-running theories I've had is just a stupid you think too much on you should have been focusing on other things. So
that's often me.
so we look through we both look at like a color because we're both not colorblind, and we go, that's like these bricks are orange, right?
Yes.
Now through your eyes, if I was to look through your eyes, would they be the same orange that I see?
Probably not.
Like, what if they're purple in your eyes, but you were trained that purple is orange? Huh?
I think the variation in the rods in our cones specifically would be potentially enough, but we don't. I mean, it goes back to the idea, like, how confident can we be that, dogs can only see in this color? It's like, maybe there are definitely people far smarter than I. It's just like, there is a fallacy. Dogs can actually see more colors than just
Nice.
black and white.
But yeah, Grimos, that's what I'm saying. It's like,
Grimos,
we're all taught, we all look at the same coloring page or crayon and say, okay, this is red, so this is red. But we've never looked through someone else's eyes before. If I was or the way we not computerized, the way we understand color, if I was looking through his eyes or his brain, would I see his orange is purple in my reality, or is
I'm confident it would be different.
like that's some shit I think about when I was like a kid, just looking at colors, going, this blue sky is amazing. I love like the colors at night, but I wonder what it would look like in these different colors. And I started thinking, what if other people do see those colors, but they also think these other colors are cool? But then there's this whole thing about how wavelength and colors are kind of aligned and this and that. Then it kind of feels like it's standardized, like the simulation we're in kind of knew what we were all going to be seeing.
The brain there's only so many ways the brain can interpret. Yes, you're 100% right, but you'd think it's still going to be different. Time of day, how how much stimulus you have in your eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm stimulated, all the colors turn blue. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. But no, I mean, there is some complexity. I mean, pain. How about we just talk about pain?
You will know pain.
Yeah. There's just like the whole idea, like everybody experiences pain differently. Everybody has a different.
Everything is done and dusted over here in Egypt. I'll be back in 10. She dusted all of England. This is how powerful she is. Sorry, she dusted all of Egypt. That's how powerful she is. She's gonna kill us.
Thing is done and dusted over. Yeah, no, you need to have a good lawyer. You literally have stolen shit.
Can't prove it. Yeah, I'm sure that our colors are definitely different, Mad Ducks. I'm just saying, like, normal people. Look at this.
Think about the poor, that pistol shrimp.
Pistol
The
shrimp?
one that can...
The one that Will Smith was in that weird movie with the pills.
You mean Osmosis Jones?
Oh, you never saw that superhero movie where they eat a pill and it unlocks their, like, animal-based ability?
Oh, no, I haven't.
So, like, this guy who's, you know, I think he's a cop. I forget the plot because it's Will Smith. But, or is it Will Smith? It might be Jamie Foxx. It was a movie. Yeah, that's, I just don't, they do so many movies. Does anyone understand, remember the movie?
You're 100% right. They don't do action. They both are, have a certain kind of like a sarcastic humor, yeah.
Limitless was a great movie, but that definitely was not Will Smith. That was like
definitely a white guy.
Gyllenhaal or something like that. And I love Limitless. I literally, that's a question I posed to everybody I ever talked to when we're having those weird deep moments. If you could have 5 of those Limitless pills, that's it. That's all you get. You can't reverse engineer it. You can't suddenly do it. Oh, they just unlock your full mind potential. You never saw the movie Limitless?
Nope.
Oh, it's a great movie. We should watch that one day. So if you could have just 5 of these Limitless pills, and no, you can't pull the, oh, I study it and I make more. Like, get off that. Just stop thinking like you want to beat the game. If you only had 5, if you thought like you could give 5 at any point in your life, when would you take your pills? And how,
what does it provide you with?
So essentially when you eat one of these pills, you become full, like 100% of your brain gets turned on. You remember everything you've ever read, seen, learned, heard, name, places, everything. Languages, from books you skim through to memories you had, and you become very aware of everything going on around you, to where like if you're pretty much just like an AI just scanning the area.
For how long?
About 24 hours.
Side effect?
Actually, it's more like 12, I think, or maybe it might be an 8. The thing is, it's like it's a decent window, but it's not enough to do like everything in the world.
What's the side effects?
Thorax, I'd slam all 5 and send a pillar of salt. I mean, that's we're not talking about Lucy, guys. We're not turning you into a supercomputer. We're talking about just brain kick on. Remember everything.
Oh, is that the one where some people were joking that she turns into a USB stick or something?
She does. She actually
turns into a USB stick.
She becomes like this fully carbon space material with all known answers and information of everything, and then she ends up putting it all into a USB stick before she ascends into whatever godhood that your fully metabolized brain can handle. I happen to really enjoy Lucy as well, so don't.
No. I mean, it sounds kind of fun.
It was really a fun movie, even though it was crazy, because it was like a super power fantasy. But the ending is that you don't get to stop. You don't get to turn it off. You just become a computer.
So, what is the side effects of taking one of these pills?
So you just have like massive headaches, and if you eat, like you become really dependent on them, and like just really.
But you can only take 5. There's only 5 of them.
Well, no, I mean in the movie there's as many as the company that makes them wants. So the guy in control of that is like, yo, but you get a bag of them. Like you only get 5 of these pills.
Okay.
That's
how
the
addicted
premise.
do you get?
It's not. I mean, addicted to this power is having not like you forget nothing, you remember everything. You make sense of all the stuff you've ever thought in your life, everything
okay.
you think of that has any kind of bearing and knowledge. If you have understanding of how you can learn things, you can go learn them right now. The downside is you don't have perfect recall once they wear off. So like whatever you did while you were super brain, that's unless you left really good notes, that's all you got.
Oh.
Right now I gotta go to the chat because I've talked about it for a little bit. Let's see what people
What happens
said
if I
about it.
video record what I put down though?
I mean, you could do that, but that's the thing. It's like a lot of people be like, I would look into this, I would study all the stock markets and see a pattern, then leave notes for myself for the next one. It's like, well, it's not like you forget everything. You just don't have the recall that you had.
You just find out immediately that there's no pattern. Oh God.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously you would be able to see that pretty quick with your super brain.
That's all a scam. I mean,
but a lot of people in this that end up taking it become like politicians and stuff. I think they find the reason that it is essentially a non-job.
I shouldn't be, so.
But let me look back up. Digs.
But you were asking me like, okay. I want to hear what the chat
Pants.
says because I'm just going to be cynical,
Let's
and
see.
that's not fun.
It was Jamie Foxx in that movie. It was, and Bradley Cooper was in Limitless. Isn't that Project Power with Jamie Foxx? Yeah, I think it was Project Power. I've been stung by a ray on my foot. Cool. Thorax. I'd slam all 5 and send a pillar of salt. I don't think that would happen. I think you'd just be like super overloaded, then you pass out and wake up sick, but be fine. 100% of my brain get turned down, probably boost my IQ to the mid double digits if I'm lucky. Well, that's not the point. It doesn't make you smarter. It just makes you aware and have like all the recall. Like that's the
You would
big
be
thing.
sitting there if you're trying to access 100% of your brain, you literally have to focus every bit on just keeping yourself alive.
No, because that's what your brain's working. Like it's so good that it's doing that for you. That's how good it is.
What? But that's okay. Sorry, that's the
You
whole
got work
argument. It's like we only. Yes, I do work tomorrow.
Damn it! I was about to say we're putting on Limitless right now.
But the whole idea is our brain is using itself.
I know it does use 100%.
Oh, but okay. All right. You know, I'm gonna stop being a little pedantic prick about it, and I'm gonna go like,
Yeah,
if I had
go
one of
with
those
the
pills.
theory. Stop picking it apart. Just tell me what you
Okay,
do
no,
if you
yeah.
had like you could be super brain Psydoc. Everything you ever read, learned, or thought about in your whole life is perfectly available to you, including everything from languages to things people have said. You
And do I
glance.
get to keep that knowledge after, or does it just get dumped?
Well, it doesn't get dumped, but then it goes back to how as good is your original brain on remembering all this
shit.
stuff. That's the thing. It's once you don't take the pill anymore, or the next day, or when it wears off, you only really have your still level of capacity brain. So whatever you did, that's what I was saying. Like a lot of people that seen the movie end up saying, "Well, I write down a lot of stuff." My answer would be comb through my whole life of memories, find out what really made me happy, figure out how I could turn that into something I want to do for the rest of my life, and then leave a plan for myself and do what I have to do monetarily wise or future wise to set it up as best I can. Then that was only the first pill.
Can I take a half a pill?
I think
Can
you,
I,
I think you
shave
can.
it
I think
to
you
get-
can. But I think
Okay.
it just lessens the time you're allowed to that you have access to. It's not like
Oh, okay. Just like slightly smarter for the rest of my days versus okay. Just sitting there shaving there with a little razor blade. Oh yeah, Daddy
let's
needs
see.
a little bit more brain power today.
I mean, yeah, we do. Let's not, like I said, guys, try not to dig into the idea of the actual idea of the thing.
That was me just.
I
sorry.
would use 3 of them to make money and 1 for do or die. That's another one that's pretty common. What in the movie, if you saw it, there was a moment where he pretty much knew this lady was in trouble, and that they were going to get her because she wasn't particularly like street smart. She didn't have any. Oh God. She didn't really have like a lot of survival skills when some dudes were coming after her for the pills. So he made her take one. Not made her. He said, take one of these, trust me. And then she like ran to a park and she was like, oh my God. And she just saw like, if I run this way, like she was able to analyze every possible direction she could go.
Detroit.
Exactly. Imagine you had the Connor. Imagine you had Connor's like, actually all of them. Imagine you had the robot's ability to just make choices based on like, you knew what would be the most probable, what the best course of action, etc. but you actually had a human mind. I mean, I guess that's the worst part of it. Really.
Do other people get the pills at the same time?
No. Like that's
Okay,
the thing. You are the only. You
like a
have. I mean,
foundation of
there's
people.
obviously a guy who wants the pills. They're going after you. You stumbled onto these pills.
Oh, so there's a time limit associated.
So what
with it,
happened
too.
is one of the guys.
We're gonna watch the movies.
We're gonna watch the movie. I don't really want to spoil too much.
Don't spoil it. Then.
But the way he gets him is a pretty unique, and it puts him in a situation where he's like, "Wow, I'd like more of those," and that leads into a whole bunch of what the fuck, like. But like at the end of it, there's a series that comes out that Bradley Cooper helped write. I don't think it lasted very long, but he shows up in like the first 2 episodes or something like that to kind of tie it into the original movie.
So would you say it was very limited?
It was a limited series in a limitless world. Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay.
I actually don't know if it's still dead or not. 100 cups of coffee is the same exact thing. Let's see. It's popular fact that the 80%. Yeah, get that.
I'm sorry.
I'm passing everyone who says the
should
brain
pass
does
that.
100.
You're right. That's not.
Can you sell
was
the
wrong.
pills, Temple? That is a great answer. You can sell one, yes, but you'd have to somehow convince somebody that it does what it does before you give it to them. Because when they give it to you, they're going to realize, now I have the brain and I can take these pills from you. Because you got to understand, everyone gets the ability to realize what's going on once your brain kicks on.
And you
like,
can't reverse engineer the pills.
Well, that was just because most people, I was trying to put that limit on there, because realistically,
it's always the
if
more
you
wishes
had
idea.
well, the thing, yeah, it is the more wishes idea. But the reason I'm fighting that one is because unless you have a career in chemistry, you wouldn't be able to absorb enough chemistry, even with 100% of your brain, in a day to find a way to understand what these pills are and then put that into practice on a place you can manufacture these pills. Because resources available, you don't suddenly get rich. You don't suddenly become like Lara Croft's mansion paying 2 dudes to power wash them. You are literally with your weekly paycheck, and suddenly you realize the first thing that's popping in your head is like, crap, those 7 things I did at work the last 3 years are wrong. That's probably what's going to happen to a lot of people who work jobs.
God,
they're going to immediately remember.
diagnoses.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no,
dude, that's even worse. Because if you're a doctor and you go, wait, that wasn't lupus, like immediately you're Dr. House, like with one of his random it's lupus moments. But then
I
you're
got
like,
a
shit.
lot of people to call.
Yeah, so you spend your first pill just calling and apologizing, explaining why you did it wrong.
Traumatized.
Yeah. I have still not read any of these, but let's see. Let's go. Bills, can you sell them? Yes, 100 cups of coffee.
It sounds like a real devil's bargain that I don't think I would want to touch.
All right, so Whacker, that is a great idea, but if you text who used to work in casinos, they would kill you. They, if they see someone taking too much money or finding a way to cheat, even if you're not cheating, they deal with you. You can't win big in Vegas without them letting you win big in Vegas. And if you keep winning big in Vegas, then they deal with you.
You have a conversation.
Yeah, you get, and even like they said, you have the super brain, and if you ever watch kung fu movies or actually did any kind of karate, you'd understand like grapples and stuff. Doesn't make you faster than bullets. You can't suddenly understand what's behind you as they're pulling guns out. There's a lot of factors that are beyond the scope of understanding your brain. It's not, you don't get sixth sense, you just have a good understanding that now you're going to get shot.
I mean, if you did have sixth sense, it doesn't mean that you could still avoid.
Yeah, you don't get to dodge bullets with 100% of a brain. But yeah, I mean, you could totally go to a gambling thing, move around a lot, make a lot of like, I'm going to be living off this for the next year or 2. You could walk away with a few 100,000 if you came in with a few thousand, like at least a certain amount.
I would probably be a very goody two shoes.
Autistic recall.
And then just kind of send them to leading institutions.
God damn it, I know how magnets work now.
Whoa.
Holy crap.
Then your head just implodes because you can't understand.
You're like, all right, let's go to the world. Let's go to the moon.
I would be kind of terrified that would actually drive people into some variant of a psychotic break. Because I don't know what would happen if suddenly all of this information, like people with photographic memories, can develop
it's actually kind of
PTSD.
Oh wow! Yeah, I guess the worst stuff would also be you would suddenly remember all the bad as well. That's a good
Yeah.
argument. That's a terrible thought process.
Like,
I mean, it's
again,
good, but wow.
I would never. I'm the kind of person that would, if a genie appeared, I wouldn't want to touch anything, or the monkey paw, because it's too easy to twist my. Lawyers are pedantic shits, but honest to God, I don't think there's a lawyer that is enough of a pedantic to understand genie wishes. I would send it to like major institutions to try it at the CDC. And like, we got to figure this out. Maybe I would take one. I don't know.
Oh no, I would.
On my deathbed, if I knew it, just like, hey.
Okay, so you're saying you wouldn't take it because you don't know what's in it?
No, I would just not that, even if you told me the whole chemical composition.
What if I took one in front of you and said it's fine?
Well, but that's great. That's for you. But that doesn't mean that I'm not just going to go nuts.
So you're saying
and then have unlimited brain
I literally
power.
say you can like no, I guess you got a point. Denying it is a perfectly acceptable answer. You're allowed to say, I don't need it. I don't need heroin, and I'm not going to start now. You know,
there's just too many risks behind it
what am I
that
missing?
we're getting. Let's just look on the backside of things. Now, if you could say like because of this is so powerful and magical that I won't get any side effects, I can get past that. It's an alien race that has made it. It is so far advanced that I would never.
No, you're there. The downside of it in the movie is, and on the show, is that there is a very big hangover the next day. But also in the show is that they found a way to perfect it so there is not a hangover. And then they found a way for you to like do daily doses to where you always have it. So like it slowly gets better as they develop. Because in the movie, the main guy, like I said, I'm not gonna spoil it. But the main guy, like it has a pretty decent conclusion that that doesn't really conclude in the movie, but in the show. But yeah, it's all semantics. It's like Psydoc saying would be basically the worst ass trip. Me?
Yeah. What would you do?
Okay.
Okay. I like it.
First pill, I would pretty much sit down on my computer with a whole bunch of pen and paper, and my computer up with all the internet ready. You know, after a nice meal. I would down one. Okay. What's a Corbel?
Corbel are these things.
Oh.
The little feet.
Oh. I would get myself in a perfectly good situation to focus on everything within the next couple hours. And I would take one and immediately go through everything that's like I have a whole list of like things I didn't understand and how they went wrong, and I would try to like make sure I can figure those out. But then immediately I would try to, like I said before, I would go through my entire life and look for what was making me happy at certain times and try to see if I could somehow tie those into it says the door hinge. Oh yeah, these things. There we go.
Hey, good eyes. Roof spike mount.
Oh, is that thing way up there?
All right, Diggs, go for it.
Or is it that one over there?
I don't know.
Roof spike mount. Buttress.
I want you to do it and see if you can send yourself into the universe.
Calm, clean thoughts on to Monday. Why is this conversation on Sunday PowerWash stream? I'm sorry.
That's a good I got it.
He did it.
Yay. I mean, it's calm.
But like I said, what I would do is just specifically stop, try to find what I truly enjoy, what I happy, go through all of my memories, find out where I was the most happy, or moments where I touched on but I missed things I could have somehow turned into a career or job opportunity or something I want to do with the rest of my life, and set myself up pretty much a to-do list, which my normal self could handle over the course of the next few, months or weeks, months or years, to get myself to where I want. The second, because that was only the first pill. The second pill would be when I get to a point where I'm making it happen, to take one to verify that was my journey to this point what I needed to do to find happiness in what I was trying to do. If it was, go for it, like use it to just see how I can, bolster or fix what things I need to do now because life has changed or the world's changed. I would keep one just in like the oh shit situation, like taxes came out of nowhere, IRS, government, fire, accident, someone lost, corruption, whatever reason that would put someone on the street. Like let's say like something massive happened and I was doomed. I'd have one for that. And then the other two, I would offer to Gummy, because that's just who I am. And then the other one I just kind of stash away for what happens. I think most of us here would just use at least one pill to try to find out how to get in the BPL. Psydoc can tell you how to get in the BPL for just either 100 gift subs or a.
What was my price? That was right.
I think it was like
$13.99.
Was it 39 or 13?
I thought. I mean, the numbers changed. Yeah, $13.99. Yeah, or something. Yeah, we'll say $23.99. We'll go for that one.
All right, let's look around. Coins curtain operated.
I mean, to be fair, if you were going to do it,
I could play Sierra games without the hints. That's a great
I would
one.
take oh god, yeah, Moon Logic. I'd take the first pill from there, then establish a appropriate plan on how to optimize the remaining pills for what I want to achieve. Because my smooth brain right now would not be able to comprehend what's happening at the higher stages.
Blue Gentleman, I'm not sure if you could dilute it into like a drink and take them over time. I think there's a way like that you can like kind of drip it.
An IV drip.
Like, I guess you could extend it for over a period, but I don't think you can get a lot of life out of just one. And I'm not sure about the dissolved shelf life of it.
But you also said it correctly. It's not like you suddenly get all this additional information. You just have whatever is in your brain.
Yeah, it pretty much says, has your brain ever experienced anything that you can't remember? Well, now you can remember.
Oh, great.
Hey, leave me a Smooth Brain Academy. Nice. Good to see you.
Oh, hey. But no, it's just like, it's like, if you were an organic chemist, then maybe you could put it together. But you would also be suddenly shocked with this glorious idea that you know nothing. And you're so primitive. So you get focused entirely on that, and 24 hours is done.
Okay,
you don't get all the... Now, if you got all the skills associated, cool.
Well, that's the thing. If you have what it takes to get to what you want, like, out of it, of course, it's going to give you a lot, but you'll just be doing a lot of learning really quick for the next time you take a pill. Well, you're totally ready this time, right? I mean, let's see. I trust you. Everything begin work. I'll be sure to furnish you with tea and biscuits as soon as I escape this minor predicament. Don't worry about it, by the way. Like, set the challenge for me. Other times get rather dull. Craft judicious few dependent price you work.
Oh, he's calling from inside the freezer.
Yeah. I expect you brought some fancy dingo. I trust he got himself out and got you tea. Two things, the truth. Winston has been gushing about the tremendous job we done finishing cleaning the exterior. I'm excited to see it for myself. You have deep gratitude. In fact, based on solid intel, I think I have something else for you.
Yeah, pay us a little bit more there. Danger pay.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, I guess we're not doing that one again, but we're good. So now we have the Lara Croft's obstacle course and quad bike for $300. And we got plenty of time. So your work on the house was impressive. I'm not easily impressed. I can almost see dear old Rosie taking her elfness out of the western lawn. Winston was a butler even way back then, apparently. Anyways, to the back of the manual, you'll find my obstacle course and invaluable training aid in periods of convalescence and beyond it. My trusty quad bike, they both suffered terribly over the years in the obstacle course in the hands of British weather. The quad bike at the hands of yours truly. I trust you like a challenge as much as I do. All right, we're in.
I trust being able to eat and be paid. $300.
Everyone has the add-on. It's free. I may have forgotten all the ways to make the burn. Finally, it seems pretty easy to pick up, put down. It's pretty great. At this point, they'll just Primark pills, mostly because I like Zen games pretty much, just my wind down. Learned a long time ago that I can't play high energy games right up until it's time for sleep. Yeah, only way I could do that is if I go so hard that I just want to pass out. Oh, look, you're doing the whole obstacle course. Go, man, go. Go, man, go. Go, man, go. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, man, he's going to do it. Up he goes. Up, up, up. Oh, God. He's almost there. Oh, God.
You okay? Oh, okay. Ow, my ankles!
Oh, broken ankles. Through the tube. Is anyone who's played Lara Croft games, is this the obstacle course? Is this what it looked like? Can you use that?
Like, I'm literally, you actually could climb on the, oh, you could. One sec.
No problem. Feel free to take a little break. We've been going at it for an hour. When I'm like playing like Bad Company or playing a game with like high intensity or focus, at the end of it, I'm definitely going to just pass out. So I can do it, but I prefer this way because when I lay down, I feel just rested instead of burnt. Like, it's nice to let the candle slowly burn down than to constantly feel like you're on the edge of it. He's on the edge. Of life. Hey, water break, posture check, stretch, Ira, thank you. I think this is the first one of the stream.
All right.
Nope, no,
We'll
it's
do
not.
the 20-20-20.
Alright, I'm gonna fix my posture. I'll drink this water while I look away.
Every was free my
Hi, Willie.
soul. I get tossed in a fucking hole and drift away. All right, yeah, the 20-20-20. 20 minutes, 20 seconds, looking 20 feet away.
I'm back. I was drinking water the whole time. I'm dying.
I gotta get water.
I gotta pee. They're never drinking, gotta pee. I know it might just be me. Yeah, Rob was right on our coattails chat. They're like, "Are you doing the weekends tonight? Because I'll just go live." I'm like, "No, fuck you. It's my time. My time." Rob is a monster. He'll just keep going. Even when he doesn't have time, he finds them. He'll be like, "Yeah, I won't be able to do this because I got all those things." But at the same time, he's like, "Hey, is there a spot open?" Like, that's Rob. He is a monster. He's our stream hero for that 27-hour stream, and then that other 24-hour one he did for New Year's. That was crazy. Thanks everyone for listening. Can't believe we're 2 months into 2023 already, guys. Redeem vague sense of foreboding. Yeah, you know what? And Thorax, I'm really like, thank you for talking to me the other day when you sent me that the video, because you know I've been struggling with the downward spiral for like a little bit of a while now. I'm trying to stay busy and focus on projects and things that keep my mind happy and body happy. But yeah, I mean, probably about time I should probably look into getting some assistance with it, for just in case it ends up being like brain chemistry or something like that. I get it all. But it was like a random. I did not expect to have that conversation with. Gave me the help. Oh, thank you. Well, it's easier said than done sometimes. I think I finished the mic. Double check. The shock absorbers, they got away. tacos? I think it's a shop. That's a shop. I gotta get in here. There's that one. That's everything. Quad is done. All right, sweet. Back over here. Good job, Psydoc. You know that's already done. Never mind. You hear NSP? Dude, I'd love some intersex party. The thing is, like, technically we could stream whatever music we want on Twitch. I mean, I could just pull up anything and just play it. That's fine. Like, for people here, there's no issues. I mean, unless someone has such an issue with our 50-person, 60-person stream. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. Unless someone has such an issue where, like, they need to go out of their way to deal with us live, we can get away with pretty much playing any music that's out there. It's the VOD watchers and the YouTube watchers that get kind of screwed, because that's like Twitch rarely mutes anything except if it's Hosfey. But then Hosfey somehow reason plays playlists of tons of uncopyrighted or fully copyrighted music, and I constantly get emails about all these videos getting tagged, and it's all Hosfey because she don't care, or she doesn't even know. I don't really care either. But the downside, like, for it is I do want our people who do have to watch or have to watch later to get the full experience, and copyright music will get muted on Twitch sometimes, always on YouTube. And so we don't want to, like, I don't want to ruin it for them, but at the same time it's like, I would love to just be able to throw them whatever willy-nilly on the stream.
Won't that eventually get us targeted?
Well, no, I was just done telling them, I was just starting to tell them that we could technically play anything we want on stream because they don't mute you live unless the actual copyright people come at you for being live with it, which doesn't happen. But the VOD and the VOD will get muted, which will mute it on YouTube, but then if Twitch doesn't get to it, then YouTube will get to it because they don't miss any copyright. You know?
Yeah.
So it's the stupid line we gotta run all the time.
I would say in general it's something that regretfully does have to be accepted.
Good night.
Good night.
Come on.
It's the line. I mean, that's copyright law, and that's
Red laws crash.
be it as it may.
I meant like the MCA, the way they handle it versus how it should be. Like, I get like not wanting to get your stuff ripped off 100%, but it's only greedy corporations that get that, you know, that have an issue with it, really. That's all I'm saying.
There's a I'm don't know much about it, but in the grand scheme of things, it does not seem reasonable.
Because the thing is, I watch a lot of people who stream whatever they want. I mean, successful streamers on Twitch will just play whatever music they want, knowing that they're getting their full monetization and all their money directly from the Twitch subscription donations drivers, right? And bits. Versus, oh, hello. Thank you. Oh, Commander Bishop, thank you so much for the follow.
Well, thank you.
Welcome. You got nailed for posting a track of his own CD. Yeah, they're really hard on it.
But that's the pub. I mean, it's no longer the artist at that point that it matters. You've sold it to a publishing company, and this is my knowledge, and that publishing company is doing the copyright, not the artist.
Yeah, mostly. And
They're no longer in the equation.
This is so annoying.
Hell yeah.
Like, get in between.
Oh, you're
banks.
talking about copyright law. It's like, I'm assuming it's very annoying.
No, I'm talking about this
Going in between
course. It has. It needs you to clean in between. It better not make me. Okay. Oh God, they're sectional. It's even worse. No. Okay, it's not that bad.
Nice. $300. So
All right. Did it. Da-da-da. All right. So, hey, thank you.
Hey,
Thank you, Commander Bishop. Hope you enjoy some power wash and some lo-fi.
Lo-fi.
You know what we do here on the weekends end? Only this show. This channel is an amalgamation of dozens
Lots
of
of
different
things.
streamers from the Black Pants Legion who play any games they want on their time slots. We kind of run it like a UHF station. So if you're into a lot of different type of people playing a lot of different type of games or cooking or painting minis, thanks for the follow. Hope to see you around some.
Hell
Needed a chill and it was perfect. Awesome, dude. Welcome. Just me and my buddy Psydoc. We're just doing some power washing sim. On the newest update, which is Lara Croft's mansion, we're currently doing her obstacle course and paying us very little for it.
That's how she stays rich.
I look forward to it becoming more of like, oh god. And the Night Owl's here to give Bishop his first
Oh no.
undies. Start growing his pant. Thank you, Night Owl. Enjoy the pants there, Commander.
Hans.
Commander.
Shepherd.
Hey, Sassy. Isn't quite your session yet. We still have a guy in the basement with blown out audio making things. Isn't that just Parallax? I mean, he was blown out audio before you guys bought him a new mic.
I mean, why is he blowing out?
Oh,
He
it's,
paints.
well, it's because he had to have a setup to where a microphone could be somewhere that could pick up his voice, and his first one was just his headset on his table, like.
Oh.
It
I was just trying to figure out. I was like, what kind of loud noises is he making? He's.
I mean, because you move your.
painted.
Because if it's on table, every time you move your arm and sit it down,
Oh,
it's a
God,
bump.
that kind of blowout.
Yeah, it was a lot of reverb. This mic was, I think, 100. It's a Shure mic. Pro mic suggested it, and when he did, he didn't really do me any favors. He kind of just threw out random things that he thought would work together without doing research. It turns out that this mic required one of the
Compressor, audio mixer.
volts, lines, and the mixer that he got me didn't supply that. So I had a mic that essentially couldn't work. It was very quiet. It was very and so I had to go back and send that one back and get one that actually could supply the power to this thing. But it turned out to be a decent mic. I'm not like text level quality, but I think it's clear enough, right?
I think so.
Ooh,
Tex has a particularly
Fuzzy
good
with
mic.
the 100 saying the plot of this game is very silly, but also indicate. Please give everyone a rundown. Well,
I forgot most of it.
so there was cats, there was some aliens, there was some Egyptian volcano softeners. I'm gonna call them volcano softeners. And we shut down the volcano, and then Lara Croft showed up and said, "Hey, come all the way out to England and watch my obstacle course in my house and my quad bike." That's the plot. Thank you so much for the support.
There's also the
Fuzzy.
mayor.
Also the mayor. The mayor was stealing all the water, I think.
He
There was
doing
a
something.
there was a super jet at one point.
Yeah.
And I think that super jet fought UFOs.
At the very end, yeah, you saw it flying around.
And then
with
our
this laser.
then our gnome temple ended up saving the day. Right? Didn't it shoot a beam at the volcano, and when the jet and the UFO were fighting each other in the sky? Remember that? No?
If I stay silent enough, maybe you'll think yourself as crazy.
Well, you didn't finish. Remember, Amber came in at the last on that one. Remember?
I'm sorry.
You didn't. You just kept wanting to leave earlier and earlier. Oh. You also had a lot of things to do the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Not. I don't really care about your valid excuses. You still abandoned. Abandon her. Decipher. Deceive.
Well, I'm glad you got Amber.
I was not.
Oh, Amber. Happy birthday.
She's fine. Happy birthday, Amber. Which I think was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Oh my god.
I got her nothing because she told me that she has a nearly $1,000 bidet.
Wow.
Anyone who buys $1,000 bidet does not need anything from me.
She's got a clean ass. Good job.
Yep.
Maybe bidets are.
Then she tried to
Always
convince
cut.
me that's the one again. I'm like, I'm sure I can find one that's not $1,000 to try before I do the deep plunge into a $1,000 ass blaster.
Ass blast USA.
Any of you have $1,000 bidets out there? You're all richos, right? You're all
Got a
richy
plumber out
riches.
there?
Got a plumber out there?
Richos?
Richos. I don't know. It's like SpaghettiOs, but for richos.
Huh? I don't know. Never been rich.
Just build one with a power washer. That'll get your ass clean and then everything else.
We'll clean something.
They have RGB. I don't really like. I have the website. She legitimately sent me the one she has and said it's amazing. And I agree.
Bring it up.
You want me to bring it up?
Bring it up. I
right,
was trying
what's
to do
that?
my best, Joe Rogan. Let's get that.
Let me see. Amberlin. Here it is. See if this pops up on screen. I don't think it will because
Oh, I thought we just put the link into the.
no, I'm gonna put it on screen. Yes, I understand. No, I'm gonna block your announcement. So this.
The cookies thing.
We'll bring this above game capture. So this thing,
The elongated washlet.
yeah,
819.
Washlet C5 elongated. Great reviews. It has all the things, I guess. Look at this. It's from Toto. It does all these cool like butt blasts and modes and stuff, and I get it.
Is it? Oh, does it have the internal heater? Is that what the?
Let's see. The bidet seat Washlet 5C. We're not sponsored, by the way. Includes an easy-to-use remote control and illuminated touchpad. The premise function sprays the bowl before each use, helping you keep your toilet bowl clean, and provides a satisfying cleaning experience every time. High-tech electronic bidet seat. Gentle alternative warm water. Okay, so it does warm.
So where does it get the warm water from, though?
Dual action. It pulls from the same thing that flushes. It's 400 at Amazon. Shit, I'm buying one now. E-Water Auto Cleans Wand. Apparently there's a wand. Automatic Air Deodorizer.
Yeah,
So it has a
that
whole... there's a whole bunch of reasons why they charge $820 for it. And I understand that. But I feel like this is a bit much for the entry-level bidet user. Maybe you should start, with just a normal one.
I mean, if it doesn't have, if you're not redesigning your bathroom to have a good warm water supply, you're just going to be taking.
No, I think it does heat. It did mention water warm. So I mean, that it helps justify. You want nice, warm, clean water on your buttocks, and you have.
Being Canadian, yeah, because it'd be like half the year it would be just like, oh hi, how you doing there?
Hey, hi. Where's that thing? Taking this. You don't need this. Slow your ladder. You're like, why? You fall off the roof.
We're not even on the roof.
How did I get up here? That's the one she has. She was very adamant about that's the one you need to get if you're anybody's anybody.
If she's an expert on bidet, then great.
I told her, hey, you want to buy me one for my birthday? That's every day you go.
Happy birthday.
This thing done?
I thought about
No,
getting
it's not.
bidet.
I think I'm gonna get one just because we use. I don't believe that. Like, I've never been one, even as a kid, that subscribes to wiping your ass with dry paper gets you clean. Like,
No.
put some shit on your hands and just wipe it off with a paper towel. Tell me that you feel clean, right?
Nope.
You don't. But, like, at the same time, we use, wet wipes, but the ones that are like biodegradable, flushable ones. And those work fine because you're literally like, you know, wetting and cleaning the area. But at the same time, it's like, I think a bidet is a bit more than that. Yeah, see? I'm right there with you. There are internals heaters and the heated blow dryer is amazing. Oh God, they have two versions, the upgraded and you don't think you need, you really, wow. So we have someone in chat actually saying that they're worth getting. Listen, I'm not arguing that they're probably worth every penny. I'm just saying like, maybe you should, I mean, if you're going to go all out on a product that you're not even sure that you personally would enjoy, I feel like you should have like, I told her that when I go visit her, which will be probably pretty soon since I have a lot of time on my hands, I'm going to use that bidet. And I'm going to come back here on weekends and I'm going to talk about it. And you're all going to be here to hear about my bidet review of an $820 bidet that I was told that was definitely necessary. And I will also tell you if I went ahead and bought one, because I can afford it just fine. I just feel like as someone who is good with my money, that I should probably start with, I don't know, maybe $80 to $200 before I go up to $800, you know? You don't buy the high-end thing to try it out unless you're, you know, real exposable. It cleans out the lugs with a screwdriver, rest of the grass, live in a pasture like dairy cow shit. I want other girls to go wash. You guys wash your hands, of course. I never use the bathroom without washing my hands.
Yes.
Because I know where that bathroom's been. I don't want it in my mouth. Unless I just took a shower. I just washed my hands. Can't even tell if this is clean or not.
There's a lot of light.
Okay, so this counts.
I think bidets have a good purchase, and I know I agree with you 100%. You don't need to go luxury premium when you first start something if you're just trying. And I don't know if there's a bidet center where you can try it out.
Yeah, welcome to the bidet warehouse. Feel free to drop those trousers and clean your butthole.
Drop trowel and
actually, this one's pretty good. Wet wipes don't offer free with a septic tank. I don't have a septic tank, luckily, but
you don't want to risk.
Whacker said, when I went to India on business a long time ago, our host greeted us had a great sense of humor. He was joking about getting the runs from spicy Indian food, and he said, when there's a fire, do you want to put it out with paper or water? That guy's great.
He's true. I like that guy.
Like I said, we're definitely going to get a bidet, but I'm going to be using Amber's before I spend $800 or $400 on Amazon on one. I will get a entry level and deal with cold water blasting my ass until I am convinced otherwise. Gotta wake up in the morning.
You don't live in a Arctic area.
No, I live in the butthole of Satan, so my water's always warm.
The butthole of Satan. Satan's.
There are a few places in America that get hot as Arizona. When you wake up, it's better than coffee. Yeah, just I'm really tired. I'm awake.
I mean, I am a believer in at the very end of a nice warm shower turning it to ice cold. Like that, it's not ice cold.
Damn, bully.
That wakes up.
I use tax return monies. Damn. One of those things, if you get a cheap one, it sucks. Yeah, I could see that as well. That's why I said I'm going to try hers. She can't stop me. I'm going to go to her house. And I'm immediately gonna go to her house only after I have to poop, and I'm gonna show up and go, hey, before we go do anything, can I use your bathroom?
Can I use your bidet?
I don't gotta ask. I'm not gonna ask for the bidet password.
Well,
does that thing come with like a code, like a key code? Sorry, your fingerprint, your butt print has not been authorized for the bidet features.
I think that adds it to another $100 feature.
Yeah, I will. Is that why it's 800? Because it reads your biometric butt print to make sure that the people using your bidet are registered on the bidet.
You could just get a hose there, Diggs. Or you could just immediately after every dump just go straight to the shower.
That's right. I mean, sometimes I do that, but that's Like
Well,
really
I mean,
bad.
there you go.
Whoa!
Just
good job.
slam a hose in there.
Yep, just get the hose, run it through the window.
Just the outdoor hose.
You know, the
same
water
one
that's
guy-
in the hose will be really warm. So once it starts going, you'll have like immediately just burn. You're like, ah, yeah, there's the clean burn.
See? And then you just
Do you
get
need to
the-
sign up for a UK account to use it? God, no, because if it was a Uplay account, it would never work ever. Because their
But it'd be
services
free.
are trash, and I don't really care anymore.
Especially as
The amount of
multiplayer.
people who I tricked on accident to getting it, luckily it was only $5, but the amount of people who got Scott Pilgrim vs. the World who can't even play with their friends because they never thought that maybe you don't want to randomly match up people. God, it's so stupid.
Oh,
You suck. Ubisoft, you suck. That's recorded. Now everyone knows. All 52 of you.
their beta testing one, yes, definitely does suck. Great.
You play Connect. It was like, oh yeah, we're
Sorry,
just gonna...
Night Owl. Yeah, shit.
I had to refuse Night Owl's gift because I refused to like accept that more money was given to that company. I got a principle. I wanted to. The thing is, when you buy it at discount on Uplay, they literally give you no right to refund. There's a whole. They give you like, do you agree that this is non-refundable? And I was like, well, that's a weird thing to say. Why would you do that? Oh, that's why. Because they knew they were gonna get. I'd want to refund it because of how bad that service
Is that
was.
even legal?
Like, well, if you say it's okay. You can't buy this without agreeing to this. Do you agree? Yes. Then
Oh, I
yes.
always love those contracts where it's like, oh, you do. We have a boilerplate that you are agreeing to this being dangerous. It's like, no, criminal negligence causing death is still a crime. You can't avoid that right.
But they said it was okay.
If you're still negligent, you're still negligent. Again, not a lawyer, but you still could be held liable.
Yeah.
Now, if I end up doing it, then whatever. But if it's because your equipment failed,
Yeah.
There ain't no waiver in a world.
Because I'm a
Unless
huge
it's in the military.
I'm a huge Scott Pilgrim fan. You know?
oh yeah, the music was great.
Even the music in the video game was good. The beat 'em up aspect is not the greatest. There's too many moments where you get stun locked. So overall, the experience of the game isn't super great, but it is a decent beat 'em up. It is a really good story. The music's on fire. The
We gotta watch that again.
movie.
I want to watch it again. Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
If we're gonna watch movies, I mean, I have to watch this limited thing.
Dude, we're gonna have to start taking. We're gonna have movie nights in the Ox.
I
Right.
mean, can we do that with actual quality movies?
Yeah, of course.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay. Well, wait.
don't worry about it.
It's the Ox. I mean,
I'm not gonna say. I'm not saying I'm streaming it live over for people.
Well,
but if
stream
people,
it live.
we're like, hey, everyone ready
Well,
to
surface
watch their
missile.
totally legit copy of X movie, and we're gonna all hit go right now,
it could be educational.
and we'll kick off movies. How do I movie night? Oh, you simply just find a copy of it. It could be on Amazon or Netflix or of your website of choice that may or may not be provided for you. And when we just sync up, so no one's like at fault because we're all just hanging out in a room with nothing going on, and we're gonna have a movie that we've all timed together. Just time it. It's like a book club with visual. Exactly. We do have a book club in the Legion. Feel free to join the
do?
Legion if you are new to the stream. If you hit ! Discord, you can go right
You
in.
mean joining the auxiliary?
Auxiliary. What'd I say?
You said joining the Legion.
It's my bad. I can't get anyone in Legion anymore. I've been. They took my badge and gun. I was too much of a loose cannon. Is that what you said?
Probably at one point. Probably at one point, yes. Something like that.
I am just random person who gets to yell at the mods every month, just like every other.
Every month?
I did. I have. Didn't you see my monthly re?
I saw your monthly read, but I was just like, it's only a month?
Well, we've only been out of it since January.
You know what?
God, we're
Good
both
point.
retired, guys.
Yeah, I know. I guess you're 100% right.
But the
Funny you said that.
PTSD remains.
I am glad to retire. game.
I need to learn to let go.
I think that it's a valuable lesson to learn from that role. And I was not learning it, so I'm happy to be transitioned to a new role.
Your transition is now Duck.
My
You give
transition
no
is to
fuck.
my career, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Now I can spend all this time just for K.
Porque
I am a giant oxhole. That is the name. So what you're saying is we need to get everyone to watch. Dude, Kung Fury's on YouTube. We can watch that tonight. The second we end this, I'll go turn that on and we can watch together Kung Fury.
Go for Chucks. Oh no, Kung Fury. Never mind.
Yeah,
That's Kung Pao.
Yeah, Kung Pao is great as well, and I'm pretty sure it's old enough to be free to watch without any repercussion. But yeah, Kung Fury. God, didn't they make it a second one yet? Dux, you would know. Oh right, sorry, Wack. Yeah, not tonight, not tonight. Sorry guys, it's Sunday. This is the end of the week. This is where you guys end up telling us at some point before the end of the stream, well, it's late, I gotta go to bed. Thanks you guys, you have a wonderful week.
I was gonna say, I only got like 10 more minutes.
Yeah, we might have to pick this one up. I don't think we're gonna get through this whole thing.
Oh no, we will not be able to. We're at 59%.
Maybe if you were going faster, didn't take a break, and then yeah, it's fine. We're doing this for $400.
You know what? You can call Amba.
No.
No, why am I getting $40?
$400.
Oh, they were saying it's like my cut. I mean, this is a tenth of how much we've earned.
We said we talk about it after. I didn't mean to let anything slip, but nothing's really official. We'll have to talk. Like we'll discuss this.
Oh, great.
You know, you're paid in exposure. Lara Croft is a pretty big name to have as on a good list. If you bring that up during an interview, I'm pretty sure most people are going to be very impressed, and I think that's really worth your hard work, time, and effort. You know, right?
Well, I am doing an internship now, so hey, you know what? It actually is better than. Oh, I can't say that too much. I'm actually really enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh, much better.
Diggs also made a comment earlier. I think you missed. It would be great if there were other ways Oxley could play games beyond Nebulous. You know,
well, you just have to beat Tex and Deputy, then you can get a new game. Get good.
So that's actually more because the thing is, like, the Legion isn't as organized as you think it is. It is just a smattering of people who like to be in the Legion.
You guys are far more organized than we are.
Yeah, like the Ox actually has organization skills. It's surprising we can get people for competitions. Like when we did Command Carrier, it took we had people last minute jump. Like we had a post saying, "Hey, we're doing Command Carrier. It's a team game. How many teams are we gonna be able to breed? Let us know." We barely were able to get people to show up until Tex was like, "Hey guys, we need people." Then we had teams. And all those people showed up at the last second, like, oh, I could do it today. No one organizes in the Legion. Legion is just a smattering of people that hang out there too much and find games to play together. The Ox actually like works together and does planning and has like looking for group stuff and, you know, grows and does cool shit. The Ox is in a lot of ways like better than Legion for like organized games, but I couldn't tell you, even Tex can't just go like, hey guys, we're gonna fight the Ox in Rainbow Six, or we're gonna go 1-on-1 in Siege. Like that won't happen. Like they won't be no one will show up. Like it really is hard. Yeah, there's a couple people that would, but it's really actually hard to get the Legion to organize for a lot of things. The Ox is actually, I prefer the Ox doing, you know, planning stuff. And a lot of people that are in the Ox are also in the Legion, like Mad Ducks. And pretty much everyone who has the staff role mostly. But I mean, if you guys want to play games, you put in the looking for group. If someone in the Legions in the Ox sees it, they want to play, they'll join you. We have a looking for group channel. But it's really not as like, if you think the Ox is a good representation of the BPL, it is. The BPL is like a summer home retirement center where a lot of people just show up and go, hey, what? Something changed, and they disappear for like 2 weeks, and they come back, and then they play like Nebulous or what was it, Forged Alliance Forever, Sins of a Solar Empire, some Marauders here and there. Mech Warrior 5 comes and goes. Recently up because of the new DLC.
Nope.
Kung Fu started filming in 2019. Started post-production for last I heard. There's legal trouble. God, why is it legal trouble? Just tell them what they can't do and they'll do something else. It's that easy. Unless it's like bad legal trouble, like some people were abused on set or something, or someone got hurt, then that's not good.
Someone got shot.
Someone got shot by the trike cop.
Oh, Triceracop.
Yeah,
Triceracop.
That's what I didn't remember his full name.
I think it's Triceracop.
I think you're right, but we'll get it fixed.
No.
Nebulous is just a thing right now because Nebulous is one of the biggest phenomenons in the Legion in a while. Because Tex is currently playing
Deputy.
Tex and Deputy are like currently playing some Ghost Recon Wildlands because it's on like a major discount right now.
Epic.
On Epic. And Green Man Games, I think you can get it for like 17 on Humble Bundle or Green Man Gaming.
It is very
for the
cheap.
whole collection. So it's the end of life and it's a fun little 4-player game. So I've been playing that in Legion a little bit. Nebulous just kind of came out of nowhere because it hit so many people's spots and Tex bought it for everybody. Like honestly, that just happened as well. And so many people like it that there's usually like dozens of people from the Legion all playing or versing each other in multiple matches. And once in a while when he gets like full teams, he'll just go, "Hey Ox, you want to fight?" And then most of the time you guys go, "Yeah," and then we shit on you. I've heard the stories. I wasn't actually part of any of that. But I hear we're winning. I hear we haven't lost any Nebulous matches yet. Which is good for us, because you guys usually win. Or, actually, Canium usually wins. Anyways. Yeah, Tex is a really sweet guy. When he finds something he enjoys, and he
likes to bring everyone in.
He
He's
does.
really good at that.
He wants to share that enjoyment with everybody. That's kind of always been his philosophy. Is if he can get you some enjoyment because he found something you like, then he wants to share that. One of the many awesome things about Tex.
See.
That's when we given our showing. Alec Baldwin legal trouble? That's all. No.
Oh yeah, that's I was implying that in that, but I in the end.
I cannot believe you don't.
Well, I mean, that is legal troubles involving a set. I'm glad that the Ox is formed. I'm glad WBPL 76 was formed. And I'm glad that things are changing and people are finding different places to go because that's the important part. And I'm very glad there's been a push for more new and different blood in the Legion. At least that's what I was trying to do for a while. Because it needs to occur.
And it was such a hard pushback against the public Discord for such a long time because
I mean, rightfully so.
Who wanted to really deal with moderating it, and who wanted to deal with, spending even more time online between groups. And then when WBPL became pretty okay, thanks to all of you out there, it gave us, we have these really cool people who, come hang out with us that we learn names of, and we, just like any Legion member, and we want to hang out with them. So it's just like,
yep.
And I literally told Tex, I'm like, the second it goes south, I have the nuke button. The whole thing will be gone if it ever went south. And it has never once given me any indication where I'm going to use that button so far.
No, everybody's been actually really deep.
Super
the only
cool.
thing that's been annoying, but you guys even make it fun when the sex bots, the porn bots come out running in. Porn bot! I just think it's fun. I like this game.
You guys did great. It's Blue Gentleman.
Most of you.
Was a big thing.
Some of you I'm watching. I'm kidding. Actually, I've never really
That's
had
the kind of thing I want to
real
hear,
negative interaction with the WBPL.
Blue Brain said, the Ox is literally the kind of online group I've been looking for a long time. And that's amazing.
Great. That is really heartwarming to hear.
As someone
they
who...
need to get better at Nebulous Fleet Command, though. But
I don't really
they got to get good.
I don't care about that.
I don't give a damn either.
Like, it's cool to win. I mean, and you guys, like, we'll have...
interaction between the two. So that's why I'm
I
writing.
agree. I agree. I agree.
Yes, that's all. I don't actually.
Oh, that's all.
I
That's
don't
all I
care.
was trying to say.
Oh, it's just all I'm trying to say. Hey, Dice.
Oh,
It's time.
it's time.
It's time.
9:40.
It's 9:45.
Is that your limit?
Okay, we could go for another 15. We can.
How
do
about
that.
that? Let me finish this low box.
Let's do a clean 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we haven't.
We can do
We're
it,
back
yeah.
for the first time. It's very relaxing. We're not hyping you up. You know, very relaxed.
Yeah, I see what you're
You
saying.
can just start taking clothes off, like so you're going to bed. You know?
I'm just gonna.
Slowly start stripping.
I
as
think
you're
I'm
doing
good,
power
thank
wash.
you.
No, okay. Oh, okay. We can think about it. You know.
I'm not thinking about it.
No, I'm not
doing it.
No, I'm
Nope.
not thinking about it.
Nope.
It's late. I know it's late. Forever. This game reminds me way too much of when I had to wash the shit out at firefighting. Yeah, that's what's funny is the people that I've known that enjoy, you know, truck simulators the most are truckers. And I go, why do you want to simulate your job while you're not at your job? And it's really hard to say. It's just some things you just find zenning. I mean, if I was doing this in real life, I would have things to complain about. Like, is it hot today? Do I actually have this much infinite water? I don't think I have the Wi-Fi water in real life. I have to actually deal with people. There's things to interact with. This is
You have to clean up
essentially just coloring in
afterwards.
between the lines. Like,
Yeah, that's a good point.
this is essentially just like adult coloring book because it's like it's that color and I'm gonna make it this color. That is
It's
the
easy to
most
do. There's
thought
no
process behind it.
Yeah, you don't have to think about it. It's easy. Like there's no cleanup. There's no
The
difficult
water just disappears.
and no consequences.
Where's the mayor putting all that water? Lara Croft's back.
What you say?
As fun as it is, I must admit to a twinge of guilt every time I see that quad bike. Yeah? Why? Must have driven Winston around the bend with my particular tire marks throughout the manor. Oh.
Yeah, she rides it inside the house too.
Oh, was that in the movies or the show or the game?
It's been a long time, man, and I didn't play much.
I'm not sure.
I played some. The more I remember is more of the newer games, and that. Not
Let's
so.
see. I had tried to another groups and never could get in the Oxes with the real chills. Yeah, like I
good to
said,
hear.
the core group of the Oxes has been really solid. There's a couple outliers. We have a couple that we have a lot of issues with, but we're trying not to just be like, all right,
What did you get in?
What?
What did you get in?
The Ox?
There's a couple people that we have issues with. Yeah. When did you start? I'm funny. No. Anyways, carry on.
Well, this is why.
No,
you became a
I'm actually really
doctor,
happy
not
to
a
hear all these.
comedian.
Oh, God help me. Not help me. Help everyone else.
Maddox says, to me, the beauty of being in the BPL Eniox, I have no idea what I'm doing anyway. Yeah, that's Maddox's whole spiel is like, I never have any idea what I'm doing, but I keep doing it. So it's like, you obviously know what you're doing. I had this argument with Tex years ago. I'm like, Tex, you can't just constantly say you have no idea what you're doing when you're doing it all the time. And he's like, yeah, you're right. So now he just admits that he knows exactly what he's doing. You know,
It does.
you can't play Innocence when you have 500 Boba J skits. You've been on radio. You're a recurring character on a radio station. You've been on a Tech Talk Battletech as a commercial. You're past. I don't know what I'm doing. Like that excuse is like a trademark at most, but it's very. I mean, it doesn't even have value when you say it anymore because people go, yeah, "Okay, Mr. Boba J, okay, Mr. Guy." But he says, "I don't know what I'm doing as long as I keep doing my best. You know, doing your best is it? As no one has told me I'm too dumb. You're not too dumb. A little long-winded, not dumb. I like mechanic ask why I work on cars at home after it's what we do. Like, people just do things. Where you find relaxing, it's because it's your time and it's your energy. It's not someone else's thing. You're working on a project. You're fixing your thing. Like, I don't know. If I was a car mechanic, I probably really enjoy working on my car. I enjoy working on my car with a little bit I do, but I'm not a mechanic. Let's see, dad games are about Zen. Heck yeah, they are. Zen games about being large, able to turn off your brain. That's kind of right. Mine's never turned on, so here we are with the turned. This is the cranking of my brain because I have to read chat and do this. That's the highlight. Wait, where's that?
That's the same thing. The thing that you just said about text, though, Diggs.
Turning off your brain?
But you don't turn your brain on and don't have anything. It's the same kind of spiel. Your brain is working.
My brain is fine, but you know these type of games are for Zen moment brain turn off, right?
Brain
Brain turn off.
Agreed.
If I was just playing this by myself, like I did earlier to get back into it with the locomotive, I just kind of zoned and listened to ARAM play some Soccer Anomaly.
Soccer.
But it's a lot different when there are people who are saying things to you or me. You know.
I found cat paw prints.
I don't know that compelled or refused. I mean, I've gotten better at winging it. You are really good at winging it.
Winging it.
I'm working on the Inner Spheres News Network now. Several to go. I don't know what the Sphere Inner News thing. I don't know.
Inner Sphere News.
I don't know if that has anything to do with us. I don't know if that has anything to do with like us for. Oh, okay. Like, is that a BPL thing? Is that a Mad Ducks thing? Is that a different channel?
I'm with you. I'm not a big. I like some BattleTech, but I just like more being the con trainer, being the guy who's likes the clans. It's just.
Yeah, I like to be the token clan guy and drive my Thunderbolts.
Arctic Cheetah, thank you.
Now it's an Arctic Cheetah. I've never heard you ever say Arctic Cheetah the whole time we ever talked.
My favorite is usually the Summoner. I agree.
Okay, you did.
Then I also like the Arctic Cheetah, and I do like the Kodiak.
Okay.
I like Clan Ghost Beater there.
Okay, I can't argue any of those. I don't know what any of those are, but
they're bears.
They're bear. You said bear things. So I'm just gonna.
Yeah, there's bear things. See, bears.
I like my Warhammer because I'm a simple-minded guy, and it does a little everything okay. It's good enough, as Tech said it. I like the Charger. Let's see. It's mainly a Mad Ducks thing. Good.
That's like me, like
as long as I love anyone who creates anything. So as long as you're out there being creative, sharing what you love and your creations with the world, hell yeah, man! You're adding art to the world, no matter how weird it is. This streaming, I don't, because I'm part of it. I don't consider it art, but I feel like if people are enjoying anything we're doing, I think that's all I really want.
I'm just happy that I'm adding value, and I'm enjoying spending time with dudes, and I'm enjoying chatting with people. And oh, thank you. And I just like that people find it relaxing and it's fun. It's enjoyable. And if people in the end find benefits, I always have loved to hear that even the stuff that we get from this is used to help others. And
yeah, that's the end. I mean, mechanically, 100%. Not me either.
No, I mean it's not.
I got shafted on taxes so badly.
What?
Because of just the WBPL and helping people thing. We won't go into the taxes part of this whole thing.
We don't need to go.
Let's just say that Twitch doesn't take any taxes out, and then, well, like I said, I don't want to get into it, but it all fell upon me, so we're gonna work through that.
Like, yeah, we do need to talk about that if you're paying out of your own pocket there, but
well, it's not my own pocket. It kind of is. It's
gonna be. It's
already in discussion. It's already in discussion.
Okay. Okay.
People in the know.
All right.
Reject money, turn their copyright infringement broader art. Hell yeah. That's the way we do it.
I don't care how much a person has, but I don't believe people getting the wrong share or taking too much of the burden.
How do you do the thing where you control it
R?
directly? R. No, that's
you just like to rotate?
No, like there's a button that lets you kind of like do it like if you were aiming you're not moving the camera anymore.
Oh, I have no idea. He was telling me about an aim mode with A, but A makes me go left,
Yeah, A makes me go left as well. Maybe that's on the on the consoles. I
Yeah,
know it came
it probably
out on
is
consoles.
something like that.
I think that's why it got the Lara Croft treatment, because it got released on PlayStation, maybe?
I don't remember what shit it was on. Jeez. That was like the Wild West of periods. Like, there was the Nintendo and the PlayStation and the PlayStation. Yes.
Sorry if you guys. Yeah. It's not problems. It's not actually a burden on me. It just, at the end of the day, I was just like, okay.
While it is not necessarily a burden on you because of a resource amount, it is wrong that one person bears all of it regardless.
I knew it was going to happen because we can talk about that later.
Yeah, we can.
I don't want to end this with tax evasion.
What? That's a joke.
Or is it?
They got Capone.
Oh, I got there. Now the taxes are covered. Thank you so much. For legal reasons, the 69 bits is a joke.
It is gonna.
By the way, bits are their own tax resource. Do you know that?
Really?
Because a sub is a direct, like, monetary, quote unquote donation from Twitch, or from the people from Twitch. But bits are a royalty thing from Twitch, because you're buying a commodity through Twitch and then that commodity pays out. So there's actually two separate tax things type, like, because of the bits thing.
Jesus.
Yeah. Hey, that 1,000 bits have more tax problems days. Thanks, Night Owl.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Really appreciate it.
I'm glad you have an accountant, because that's an accountant's problem.
That my accountant told me it was a problem. That's why I know it's a problem.
Sweet.
But we're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We'll continue on like we do. It'll balance out. Everyone that deals with it, Jake and Tex mostly, they understand. Like, they have full understanding what's going on.
Yeah.
We're good.
We're good.
But man, I really wish they give you the option to, like, at least take taxes out, so you didn't have one more thing to worry about. You know?
Oh God, yeah, the idea at the very end of the year. Dump.
Well, it's because, like,
Let's just make it a charity.
kids show up and they start streaming and they make money, and then they realize the IRS is on their ass. It's like, what? Because, like, for me, it's nothing, but there are, like, full websites dedicated to helping people not get screwed over by the idea that they don't own all the money they get. But I only made $1,000 this year. Well, guess what? You made over 600, right?
Guess what you have to declare?
Oh, it's all declared. Like, they're not letting you get away with it. They're reporting how much they're giving it to you. They're just not taking anything out, which I think is a dick move.
It's your responsibility. Ah, this is Mancat. Yes, let's do something on.
What time is it? It's so we're so close to being done.
We can finish it. We can finish it.
Huh? I don't want to. I don't want to leave it in this, like, state. You know, it would come back for 5%, 4%. You're just doing such good work over there. I don't even know what you're doing. I haven't seen you in days.
So how can you tell me I'm doing good work then? You're just lying. You're
because I
placating.
see the percentage going up, but I'm not doing anything.
Oh, okay,
So it's obviously
fine.
you.
All right, no, you're right. You're right. You win. You win. You're right.
I don't
You're
need to have proof. I can sense it with the power of technology they gave. I keep trying to find, like, one or two parts. Right there. So. The top box says Quiet Boxed. There it is. It's been boxed. I think that's everything.
I love to do the fraud, the fraud, the fraud. To do the fraud, fraud. Love to do the fraud, fraud.
It's not about if your base operations is in the Bahamas. Oh my god. I have a friend who lives in the Bahamas. I bet they would let me use their address.
Well, let's just tag on to some people from Ooze, Palas, Becca.
You're just
Great.
saying things now.
Of course, I'm just.
You know this guy just says things? Chat.
Whoa, I'm just saying, whoa, see.
Thought I'd pull up that video of that monkey on LSD.
Hell yeah. Give me a minute. I live for Ellen songs.
Gotta go up like here to get it. Holy shit. Whole area's not covered. Wait, we have
Yeah.
cleaner. I'm gonna try the cleaner. Wood cleaner. I have 0 level? What the hell? What do you mean I'm out? I bought all the cleaners. It's all out of stock. You said there was 4 wood. Did you use all the cleaner?
No,
Didn't you use any?
I have not used any. My
Because it said when we loaded into this mission that there was be 4 wood cleaners. Or 5 wood cleaner bottles. And now there's none.
Well, maybe Woodsworth or whatever the heck his name was is a Huffin wood cleaner.
Yeah, there's nothing. They gave us nothing. Yeah.
Another issue with doing Croft Manor is that he's taking our equipment.
And he's all like, oh, I found your dibbly bibbly.
The dibbly bibbly. I think we might have to get up there.
Like we have ladders.
You're there
Here,
so
there
far
you go.
away. I got one just by.
I put it underneath you. Look.
Sweet. Nice.
Aha! There we go. Oh god. All the nooks and crannies. Yeah, just chilling out. It's midnight, so I'm cashing in. We'll be ending up here in a minute. We're about done. We're at 99%. Thanks for everyone for hanging out for the night with us. Glad to be back to power washing with some nice chill music. Good to see all familiar faces and some new ones. If you haven't checked out the Ox, feel free to join our beautiful, amazing community. It is truly something to be proud of, even from a person who wants to find more people to connect. I find myself looking for more, interactions in my days.
That's good. Everyone has different stages in which they address things, and that is awesome. Man.
Don't you ever even with how busy and active the BPL is, don't you ever find yourself just going I'd like to see a couple new people.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, I have my work life, I have my friends' life. I mean,
You have a work.
wow, it's almost like that, but yes. Oh,
No, but actually, yes. Jay Mullet's here with cheers to tax issues. Is that what we're gonna
Cheers.
stick on?
cheers.
Thank you so much for the appreciate it. Thank you. You need to give us
No, of course.
weirdness.
There is the parasocial and relationships that we develop. I know going out on that is one thing, but everyone has a different need, a different requirement, and it's always nice to have a different perspective,
Just, like,
especially if.
part of me just missed, like, so before the BPL, this is going back, I wasn't here. Before I joined the BPL, I had, like, I was just the only groups I
dealt
was
with
ever
Mon
in. Yeah, it was Mom Band. The only groups I was ever in were based around games. So, like, I'd play Bad Company 2, or I'd play
Interesting.
Battlefield 3 and 4. And I would find clan servers because they allowed servers owned by people before 5 and 1. And
Yeah,
you'd play
good
with them
servers.
a while, and you'd gain a reputation, or you'd just get better, and then these people would be on a team with you, and you'd have people who'd be like, "Hey, are you part of our Ventrilo or our TeamSpeak server?" Blah blah blah, and you would just find people.
Mm-hmm.
I find people. I give you money, but I just spent $1,200 on swords, dude. I would spend your money on swords too. Don't give me money.
Do not give money.
What just something spiked? There's something over here that's very dirty. The dirty. I looked at something and the bar was like nearly full, so there's something over here that's very dirty. Thank you, Everpool. You've done plenty with your time here. Do not worry.
People have done.
But I want to
incredible-
definitely see the swords when you get them. You better send me a message or hit me
A
up in the
sword.
Legion or the Ox,
or stab. I mean, don't stab them.
because I need to see swords. I used to have a big collection, but then I realized that my bed was a rocking and I didn't want them come falling, you know? What are we missing? Come on, you gotta get to bed. We gotta find out what we're missing. What are we missing? Let's hit the escape. Curb. There's a curb that's not quite clean. You getting the curb? Are you herbing the curb?
Don't
Up here's
curb the
one.
herb.
This one's good. Herb the curb. Hurry up! I want to sleep. I'm trying, Law. I'm trying. I've got a custom job for one fender. Oh my god! I really need to see this. If you have like
custom
designs,
Fender guitar.
if
Wow.
you have a design or what you're getting done, send it to me later. 3 grips. Grips. What's a grip? What is considered a grip? The grip? The plant. That's a handle. It's all done. Those grips? Those are block steps. It's a net. I did a sword, but I want to use the money also, yes, and a sword posting. Yeah, dig, clean that bowl. Yeah, dig, clean that bowl. Thanks, Winter. I'm just trying to, you know, I just gotta make sure these poles are spick and span. You know.
A block step.
What are grips?
A rock step.
Where would? Oh, these are grips. Okay, found them.
Oh, so you're. I thought you were talking about the sword still. The grips
No, I'm talking
are
about the grips.
climbing.
Yeah. The one of
those
these was
climbing
not
holes.
clean. I was looking for that one.
The climbing holds.
All right. So also block steps. There's one block step that's not clean. Not these ones. Oh, here it is. The whole top of this is dirty. Okay, one more down. We're looking for net pins. Apparently the nets have pins and they're dirty.
All right.
Boys. Forget Netflix. We're gonna net pin and climb. Wow, that was terrible.
Yep, that's okay. Oh, okay.
Those are bastards.
Oh, wow. This is completely missed.
I would never miss anything. What'd you find?
Yeah. Just a good old curve, that is.
Dinosaur? See that?
Yeah, you're trying to distract me
Look
from...
at it. There's a dinosaur on that hill.
Oh, yeah, I believe you on that.
Look at the dinosaur. It's over there.
Holy hell, it is. Okay, I'm looking to the screen now, just looking for it rather than looking away.
Oh my god, they're all over the place. They're like trees, but not finished.
I'm trying to accelerate you up.
Launch me into space. Still 2 of 4 net pins is still dirty. And 2 of 4 brackets.
A bracket is what's holding up often these. They're going to be kind of like curved structures underneath.
Oh my god. We're trying to let these people go to bed and we got these brackets we gotta find. Box connector.
Which way to get?
It's gonna be like, haha, I found you. You got gnomed. Those brackets? Those are connectors.
So these are the brackets. Like, does it say obstacle?
Yeah, it says they're all obstacles. Okay, obstacles. Oh, that helps a lot. Obstacle 7 and obstacle 6.
Okay. So
I'm assuming it's these things holding on. This is 9, 8, 7. So these brackets are dirty.
all right, I got obstacle 7 bracket. It's the little place.
Yeah, these guys. All right, those should be good. Let's go to the net pins on obstacle 6.
So here. Nice, you got that one. Sweet.
All right, those are done. These people need to sleep. Curb, obstacle 9 curb, and obstacle 10 pool steps. Obstacle 8. These are 8.
Obstacle 9 curve. Okay, yeah.
So it's this one that's dirty.
Yep, this was the one I was when you started yelling at me about
Obstacle 10
the dinosaur.
pool step.
Where's the pool?
Pool. Oh, it's this thing.
Oh, this.
Obstacle 11 band.
Obstacle 12 zip line mount.
All right, got that one.
Sweet.
Obstacle 11
Oh,
band.
11 band.
What is an 11 band? Come on, these people need this. They can't sleep unless we do this.
Here, it's this white thing.
We did it. Thank you, everyone, for coming out to the weekend's end. I am Diggs. With me this time and the most other times is Psydoc. Oh, Law's like, oh, thank Christ. Yeah, it's only took another 23 minutes since when we were supposed to end to finish this.
Sweet Jesus. Okay.
You never understand how the little details. But once again, thank you so much. We'll take a water. Hey, and there's Ambulance. We talk shit. She shows up. Way to
Did
go.
Lara
Wait,
Croft say anything?
Amber, we actually showed off your bidet and had a couple people weigh in the $820 price tag. And we found it for $400 on Amazon. So, I mean, we talked about it a bit. But thank you, Amber, for the continued support. And happy Digs Day. Everyone for coming out, thank you so much for all the support, the hype train, the bits, everything. We so appreciate it. We will see you next week.
Take care, everyone. Have a great week.
Have a great week. And to watch him just blast me into you for
I'm on his head.
Just gonna watch this go through all the way.
Dancing on your head now.
Look at all these, hard-working individuals. Just super clean this whole place.
I gotta go to bed now.
Good night. Good night. Also, Gorson, archaeologist. Okay, I'll just read these. You can leave. I'm gonna read all these because people want to know this stuff. This is very deep lore. Oscar may seem like a choice for archaeologists and all your assisted around Dust Off Artifacts Museum. Some like to dig deeper. Running, jumping, swimming, climbing, essential rapport of our adventure. Constantly holding skill, the difference, finding relics, becoming one myself. I'm actually thinking about making some slight change to course. Help me learn some new moves, small hop, army crawling, new super jumps I like to do with this running. Also practicing flattening myself against walls and appearing on corners like a monitor power washer's progress without being seen. What? Initially, I was recommended by a service by a mutual friend. They provided invaluable help on my journey for a number of years, but now they're gone their way, and I've gone mine. I believe they're helping you now, so say hi. What? As fun as it is, I must admit a twinge of guilt every time I see the quad bike. It must have driven with and around the bend, potential tire marks throughout the manor. I rode it everywhere, even got on the rooftop on one occasion. Can't express how good this is. Look, for someone who works such exacting standards, I could throw myself a new training regimen with confidence knowing that every Garb landing will be true. Many thanks, Lara. We did it, boys. What's for next week? Next week we got a Jeep. Hopefully there's a little bit more than the Jeep, because it won't be a full course if it's only a week. But Beerski, good to see you. I like it dirty and moist. I love the clean pulse. Don't quote that. But everyone, thanks for coming out. Thanks for showing up. All the support. Love to see all your faces. Mad Ducks, Law, see Winter Pistol, and some Beerski. Night Owl, of course. 5 foot pole. I'll see you in the Legion. Can't wait to see the sword. Have a good night, everybody.